Hey guys, we're here with some paranormal games you should never play. Not just games you should never play. The paranormal. And by the picture of that, I am not pleased. Let's get right into it.
It's been quite a while since I last did a scary video on this channel. So now we Now, I'm not saying I do or don't believe in any of these. It's not about me. I'm just here to explain the rules of these scary games and what might happen to those who play them. Please, guys, don't do anything dangerous. I'm going to mention things like lit matches in this video. If you're a kid and you're watching this, please don't do that. The last thing I want is to pass on the rules of a game and one of you gets really hurt. But with that, we're going to start off at number 10 now, and we have the classic that is Bloody Mary. This game is named after Queen Mary I of England, named so because of her fondness for executions, and this game apparently lets you speak to her. At midnight, go to the bathroom, turn off all the lights and light one candle in front of the mirror. Then stare into the eyes of your own reflection and say Bloody Mary 3 times. According to some people, upon reaching the final Bloody Mary, she will appear directly behind the person looking in the mirror. It will start off as a vague face but slowly becomes a terrifying image of Bloody Queen Mary I. Flicking on the bathroom lights will banish her for good. Moving on to number 9 now, we have the 3 Kings. You will need a friend for this one. In a dark room at 11 PM, place one chair facing north in the center of the room. This is your throne. Put the other 2 chairs on either side of the throne, facing it about an arm's length away. These are the chairs of the Queen and the... Lie down on the floor and say, I am aware of your presence.
Wait,
Tranced, and they have to have the bucket of water tipped on top of them. At the number 8 spot now, we have Dry Bones. This is a game of hide and seek with a demon. At 12:01, go to your bathroom, stare at your reflection. If it's all silent, think of a prize you want for winning this game. Light a candle with a match. Okay, the mirror just moved then, it's going to get out of me. Actually, something just fell out of it. I'm not kidding, that bit of paper just jumped off the hat. Wait, was something down there? It's landed. Hey man, I'm just filming a video, so I can't call you back. I'm not kidding, I'm actually scared. Okay, if the match burns for 15 seconds or more, you may continue. Lie down on the floor and say, I am aware of your presence and I welcome you into my home. Come now. Then go to the largest room in your house and wait. If you hear a moaning noise, hide and seek has begun. Find your hiding place and remain hidden until 3 AM while the demon searches for you. At that time, the game is over and it's safe to come out. Return to the largest room in your house and say, thank you for playing, but you must leave now. You are no longer welcome. Your prize is said to be then waiting outside your front door the very next morning. But many people are afraid to even try this because they don't even want to know what happens if they lose. Next up at number 7, we have the closet game. To play this, you need to step inside a dark closet, hold up an unlighted match and say, show me the light or leave me in darkness. If you hear whispering, light the match immediately. If you don't do it quick enough, or if you turn around to see what's behind you, apparently something will drag you to eternal darkness. If everything goes okay, step outside of the closet with the lit match. From now on, you're supposed to only ever log in the closet with the light on because it's now haunted by a demon. Okay, we're at the number 6 spot now, and we have Charlie Charlie. You may have seen YouTubers doing this one. Take 2 pencils, place them on top of each other in a cross shape. In each of the 4 quadrants, write 2 yeses and 2 nos like this. Then say the phrase, Charlie Charlie, are you here? If the pencils move to yes, Charlie is there. You may then ask Charlie to answer your questions using the same pencil system. If this scares you too much, there are some pretty hilarious videos of people freaking out over this one on YouTube. If this scares you too much, there are some pretty hilarious videos on YouTube of people freaking out to this one. At number 5, we have the elevator to another world. This game comes from Korea. To play, you will need to enter the elevator of a building that has at least 10 floors. Once you're in there alone, press the 4th floor button, but don't get out. Once you're there, press the 2nd floor button. Once there, press the 6th, then the 10th, then the 5th. At the 5th floor, a young woman may enter. Do not look or speak to her. Press the button for the 1st floor. If you start heading up to the 10th floor, you're on your way to another dimension. If you get out, the woman will ask you where you're going, but you mustn't look at or answer her. Step out into this other world. It will apparently look very similar, except for all the lights will be dim and there will always be a red cross on the horizon. To return to this dimension, take the same elevator, do the floor numbers in reverse until you hit the 5th floor. Hitting the 1st floor will try to send you back up to the 10th, so quickly hit the 1st floor again to cancel it and return to this world safely, apparently. This all seems oddly specific and a bit more scary than fun. What do you guys think? Next up at number 4, we have the doors of your mind. This one is a bit more low risk than the rest of the ones we've talked about, but can be just as scary. Essentially, you need to enter a meditative state. Get there through any method you can. Then, you need to start visualizing the inside of your mind as a long corridor that goes on forever, with infinite doors and infinite rooms. Each room will become a part of your mind. As you walk towards each door, you will either feel a negative or a positive presence. If you don't like the feeling that you get, you don't have to open it. Some people find that walking into the good rooms help them appreciate parts of their lives, while walking into the bad rooms helps them deal with problems. But be warned, the further down a corridor you go, the deeper into your own mind you are said to go, to areas you might not even know about or want to go to at all. Apparently, everyone has these rooms locked away in their minds. It's up to you if you want to open them and see what's inside. At the number 3 spot now, we have Daruma-san. This is a Japanese game based on an old ritual that summons a ghost. Go and take a bath before bedtime as if it's a normal bath, but turn the lights off. Sit right down in front of the taps, close your eyes, and begin washing your hair while chanting, Daruma-san fell down, over and over again. Just keep saying it. You will apparently see a mental image of a woman standing in front of a bathtub before she ends up falling on a rusty tap that impales her eye. Yeah, lovely stuff. Continue this chant as you wash your hair. Once you feel a presence near you, say out loud, why did you fall in the bathtub? Don't wait for an answer. Get out, get dry, leave the bathroom and close the door behind you. After sleeping, the next morning will be the start of the game. The presence will follow your every move. You need to keep as far away from it as you can. To catch the ghost and end the game, look over your right shoulder and say kita, while doing a karate chop, just like that. Now, if you don't do this properly and you still feel the presence, don't be surprised if you see her that night in your dreams. Next up at number 2, we have The Answer Man. This is another game from Japan, and to play, you need 10 people and 10 phones. All 10 of you must sit in a circle. On the count of 3, you must each call the person to the left of you in the circle. Put your ear to the phone and listen. In theory, everyone should receive a busy dial tone, but sometimes, just sometimes, one of you apparently may hear a reply from the answer man. You may ask the answer man any question and he will always answer it. The deal though is that he gets to ask you a question after. If you fail to answer that question correctly, it's said that a deformed hand will appear from the phone and tear off a piece of your body. The answer man is said to be the ghost of a child who was born severely deformed, desperate to complete a human body by collecting parts of others. And finally now at number 1, we have the Ouija board. There are many supernatural believers who will tell you that this one is not a game, but there's also a lot of people who would be quite mad if I left it off this list as one of the most famous. You need a group of people. 4 people seems to be ideal. You will also need a Ouija board. Place the pointer in the middle of the board and all players should then lightly rest their fingers on top. A question should then be asked of the board and then players must wait for any nearby spirits to come and answer by moving the pointer across the board. Sometimes this will be a yes or a no question, and other times the board will apparently spell out a word. It's widely believed by the people who play this that a lot of the spirits contacted through the board are evil. Sometimes they might even imitate a dead loved one to trick the players. Those who use the Ouija board say that people should always take it seriously, always say goodbye at the end, and never let it count backwards through the numbers or the alphabet on the board. Failure to do any of these can leave people wishing they'd never contacted the spirit in the first place. Well guys, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't too scary or weird. I'm not sure how much of this I personally believe, so I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on these games in the comment section below. One thing I do know is that you really shouldn't play with matches, ever. Please don't do anything stupid with matches. Please don't do anything dangerous, and basically don't do anything you wouldn't have done before you watched this video. Thank you guys. My name is Danny Burke, and I'll see you all in the next video.